Aquarius, your weekly love tarot reading begins with a Page of Cups. You see your person as Two of Swords, the relationship as a Seven of Wands, and final outcome or actions is a Queen of Wands. So your person is coming in with a Page of Pentacles. They see you as a Knight of Cups, the relationship as an Ace of Cups. Nice. And Hierophant energy coming in. At the bottom of this deck, we have Two of Pentacles. Beautiful activity, flux, change, a lot of change happening. A lot of moving parts right now, having to keep a lot of balls in the air, a lot of responsibilities, right? So Aquarius, before I move or talk about this Two of Pentacles, I'm going to come back to that. Let's get right into your weekly love outlook. How do you and your person, what energy are you bringing into the week? Well, for you, it's a Page of Cups, and for them, it's a Page of Pentacles. You're both resonating with youthful energy, young energy, curiosity, the beginning of an interest, right? For you, it's the beginning of an interest in romance, connection. Is there something here? For them, there's an interest in just the curiosity of being around you, the physicality, right? I do believe that you are both orientated towards each other. This isn't just separate energy apart from you guys. And so, yeah, it feels very young and fresh. It feels like butterfly in the stomach energy. So let's get right into pulling out your clarifiers. Of course, we're going to get into Zodiac runes, more oracles, animal spirits, and ultimately I will leave a link to the extended reading in the description, rather. Queen of Cups and Three of Wands, more information. So for you, Queen of Cups energy, listen, Aquarius, this is you're the type of Aquarius that is very emotional. You lead with your heart, right? For you, a good love connection is one in which you can exchange emotions and ideas. You can talk about your feelings. You need somebody who is emotionally mature. And so this curiosity that you're showing here is just like the initial curiosity because you have a lot to give here. Your person is coming in, excuse me for my throat. Your person is coming in wanting more information, right? They're curious about starting something or beginning something. You two may be at the beginning of just hanging out together, spending time together. But for them, yes, it's an initial curiosity, but they require more. They're wanting more. They want more information, and they're open to more information coming in. How do you both see each other? Two of Swords for you and a Knight of Cups for them. So you see them as you can feel their energy of waiting, wanting more information, because right now they haven't committed to anything. It feels as though they're still deciding. Knight of Cups is how they see you. Yeah, you're the one who's coming into them. I think you're the one who's really being curious and forward about a desire for romance or a desire for a love connection. So in their mind, yeah, they can see that you're the one, right? You're the one who's kind of pursuing them. Let's get some more clarity here. Hierophant, Hermit, and Six of Pentacles. Wow. So Hermit energy, you may be dealing with somebody who, in their head, in their mind, they may be a very solitary person. They may be the type of person that has a really, they have a high sort of bar of, not judgment, but what they consider to be appropriate, what they, what kind of moral compass they want to follow, what their belief structure is. You're dealing with somebody whose beliefs, spirituality, and all of those sides of life are very important to them. Their faith is very important to them. The way they live their life is very important. You may be dealing with someone who's quite devout in some way, right? And so, In either case, Aquarius, there is a Six of Pentacles here. There's a real harmony and a physicality between the two of you. Certainly, they can see that there will be a harmony here. But again, yeah, you're dealing with someone who has some serious expectations about what they want from a love connection per se. So let's get some clarity for you. Let's move. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, and Strength energy. Interesting. Let's get one more. And a Two of Swords again. Wow. So a decision on your part too, right? Because Strength comes in Five of Pentacles. Your person here, they're doing quite well, okay? I would say that your person may be doing a little bit better financially than you are, but the way you're coming into them with that Five of Pentacles Strength, and again, a choice for you, you see them having to make a decision, but I feel like you're in a place where you're trying to make a decision as well. I'm not entirely sure if you feel as though you can live up to their standards. This person, that's what I'm saying. This person has it feels like they come across with a really high set of standards for what they expect. And you may indeed be going through a bit of a rough patch and not really sure how they're going to take that, if they're going to judge you for that. This is a very young, new connection. You both are kind of coming in with some trepidation. You have curiosity for each other, but there's trepidation here. You know, there's I'm not sure. I'm a little worried. Both of you, there's a feeling here of not wanting to get too serious until you're sure what's going on, right? So let's see how you both see this relationship, Aquarius. For you, it's going to involve some work. Seven of Wands. Again, I think that speaks to the person that you're dealing with. It almost feels as though you may have to stand up for yourself and your own beliefs in this connection, because you're dealing with somebody who's so dogmatic, and so, I want to say specific, right? And insistent on the way things should be. And so I do think that this relationship, in a way, for you is a little bit of work. In terms of you maintaining your individuality, autonomy, being free to be who you want to be and still maybe begin something with this person. For them, they see it as a budding love connection. So it's interesting as they move forward and you guys go through this period and this experience, they get more information. They begin to find out more about you. It's almost as if the tables turn. They are the ones who are really falling in love, seeing an opportunity for love, and you're the one who's kind of beginning to be more guarded, protective, unsure, not sure if this is really, really the right thing. It's as if, it's as if it's totally turned around. Ace of Cups, though. There it is. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, there's work here. There's work here, but you're there for it because there is a connection. You guys just like each other, you dig each other. You're into it. What's going on here? Two of Cups, there's great communication, and there's your Devil energy. So there is a darker side here, okay? And I think this is probably what I'm going to be looking at in the extended reading, the darker side, this Devil energy, and the nature here of this decision. I'm going to be looking at this energy in the extended, but yeah, there may be a dark side to this person. They may be somebody who's walking this path right now because they may be sober or clean, or they may be in recovery. And so this may be one of the reasons why they're so staunch about their position. But in any case, Devil is there, and the Devil is card for Capricorn. It's also the highest card for creative ability and intensity and desire. And so on the one hand, Devil can indicate, lust and addiction and all those things that are associated with animalistic pleasures. But it is also the driving force behind all creative energy, right? The desire to create something, the desire to manifest something. And so, Yeah, you may be dealing with someone who on the one hand is extremely creative, but on the other hand has a real dicey, shadowed past, or maybe someone who can easily be sort of lured onto the dark side. You know, they may be battling demons. Like I said, they may be in recovery. And so we're going to take a look at that more in the extended, as I said. How do you both come out of this? What are possible outcomes and next actions here? Well, for you, Queen of Wands, and for them, Hierophant, you kind of maintain course. You maintain sort of your authority and your position, right? There's nothing that's going to throw you off your square or make you be somebody you're not. The Queen of Wands is absolutely unapologetically who she is, and she gives no shits what anybody else thinks, right? And so your action here is going to be very much a case of that. Hierophant, they double down on that Hierophant. They double down on, I want to say, a certain sense of duty or requirement or obligation. They may even be considering more of a commitment here, because the Hierophant is also about commitment and devotion, right? Devotion to something, devotion to a belief, a path, a relationship. Can indicate marriage sometimes, that deep resonating. So it may indeed be that this person decides ultimately to be devoted to you. Again, there does feel like it's a real turnaround here. I'm going to pull one card. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. There does feel to be like a real turnaround here, in as much as in the beginning you're dealing with somebody who's kind of like pretty staunch, and they're like, well, this is who I am, and I don't deal with this, that, and this, that, and the other thing. I have a certain way of doing things, and I have a certain set of beliefs, and whoever I'm with has to fit into that, and all of that. But then as they get to know you, interestingly enough, they're the ones who are pushing more for a connection. They're the ones who are really, really falling in love. You're falling in love too, but certainly all of these requirements or expectations, I want to say that they maybe had put on airs in the beginning about, you're not going to capitulate to that. You're going to be your unapologetic self, and they're going to have to put up or shut up, right? And they absolutely put up. They put up. They want to put the effort in. They want something with you. You present something exciting and different and new for them. And I think that, as I said, for some of you, you are dealing with somebody who has experience living life a little bit in an unorthodox way, right? And so it's not like they're that squeaky clean or vanilla, but they're certainly trying to be. And ultimately, you guys find yourself much more compatible than you thought you were, right? But yeah, above all, you maintain your independence. And that Queen of Pentacles is there also in terms of understanding that this connection really is going to require a lot of effort, care, and attention. This is going to be a little bit of work. Let's pull your let's pull your zodiac signs, who you may be dealing with. We have Capricorn. We'll put this here today. Capricorn. Gemini, your sister sign. And one more. I like to pull 3. You making the 4th sign. Oh, and Sagittarius, Aquarius. Some of you are dealing with a Saggy. All right, so let's go ahead and get your animal spirits out, Aquarius. This is an interesting reading for a connection with somebody who's really, really unorthodox, somebody you're really not used to kind of hooking up with. Very interesting indeed. All right, let's get your oracle cards. And I am curious about this devil side. We're definitely going to be looking at that. Show me what's going on here. Show me. Spirit of the castle, Spirit of the crow, and demon spirit came out right over that devil. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Demon spirit, some of you tormented shadow self. Something else is going on here, right? What is it? This person is coming across squeaky clean, but are they really? What are they, Like I said, we'll get into it in the extended. Spirit of the crow, prophecy, messenger, maybe some bad news, some information. And spirit of the castle, guarded, fortress, imprisonment. How does that resonate? You know, there's something here that's hidden, that's guarded. Secrets. I feel secrets here. I feel some heavy secret energy here. So, okay, let's pull out your animal spirits and see where we're going to go. We're going to pull out 2 animal spirits, one for you and your person. It's very interesting. It's like there's a whole nother side to this person they desperately don't want you to see. Spider energy and frog energy. Spider is earth and the frog is water. Spider is associated with Dharma. And very much like this energy of the Hierophant, Dharma, in as much as walking the walk, talking the talk, living your life according to your beliefs, you know, your faith, your beliefs, what you know, how you see your life for yourself and how you should be living it, and making every decision in line with that set of beliefs. You know, faithful to yourself and faithful to who you are and where you come from. And it's through that you develop this strong sense of community and support, symbolized by the spider web that the spider weaves with its intentional decisions, right? Very earthy, very protective, very supportive energy, but supportive energy, strong foundational energy through Dharma, through living and walking the walk and the path that you adhere to. Frog energy is water. The frog is associated with cleansing, right? Healing, different, cleansing, right? So cleansing the toxin, getting rid of the toxin, getting rid of the things that are infecting your life and bringing pain and sorrow, right? And illness. So cleansing, you have to cleanse a wound before you can heal a wound. There can be no healing without cleansing. And so the frog is associated with that energy, that emotional energy, that water, that revitalization. Do take care though. If you're one of these people that you help others to always cleanse and heal, you have to take time for yourself to do the same, lest you sort of dry out and lose all your energy and all your juice. You know, the frog energy, people who resonate with the frog oftentimes do become very tired and exhausted from constantly sort of being the conduit of cleansing and healing for others. So do take care of yourself as well. That's it, Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me for this weekly Love Tarot reading. Don't forget to click the link to the extended reading. The extended readings are $1.11. They will only ever be $1.11. And if you would like to check that out, go ahead and follow the link. Thank you so much. I do hope it resonated. If it did, go ahead and hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel. All of that good stuff really, really helps me out. And I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. But Aquarius, for right now, Aquarius, cross watchers, thank you so much. I wish you all love, life, and happiness, and I hope to see you right here back on my channel next week for your weekly Love Tarot reading. Bye-bye now.